Hello everybody, this is Chef Hrushikesh Gokhale. I here at Turia am working for past few months. I've also been associated with the hotel industry for the past few years. I've been working in a Japanese restaurant and I know what people are eating to keep themselves healthy. Turia has given me an opportunity to grow personally and also help them grow along with it. At Turia, we focus on amalgamation of three sciences. One is nutrition, Ayurveda, and my own culinary science. As we live in India, we are at a point where cultural diversity is at its max, and we always live in a cultural melting pot, and we taste food which comes from different parts of India, and we all taste it and we all love it. South Indian is eaten more in North India. North Indian food is eaten more in South India. So we are always struggling to keeping back to our roots. At Turia, we are thriving to give you basic and delicious Ayurvedic food, which will help you keep your health in track and maintain your lifestyle and keep health issues at bay. Uh, Nutrition and culinary go very hand in hand, and people know about it by reading and following different diets nowadays. So they usually go on Google and find out what is best for them, but in reality, most of these diet plans are made for quick and it basically implodes on you, and we do not really issue you those diet plans until it's really necessary. So you have a nutritionist and a coach and a mentor specially assigned for you here at Turia, and we give you your diet plans according to your Prakruti. Vata, Pitta, Kapha being the basic diet plans. As a chef, I have to make new dishes. I have to give you a certain amount of diet, and you have to follow those things. So we personally make these recipes for you, and we make sure that these are not repeated every month. This personalized touch gives you the ability to keep your diet in check, your lifestyle in check, and your overall well-being throughout the month, throughout the day, or even week, and you can check it every day. As we live in India, our families are usually either nuclear families or joint families, and we cater to different age groups throughout the family. So here at Turia, we've created a database of food which will cater to all age groups, whether it may be a child or may it be our grandparent. Everyone's palatability is different, so we've created a menu and we send it to you on daily basis, which will help you create food which is palatable to all age groups. We also we are also insisting on sourcing your ingredients locally. As you know, we give you a list of ingredients that you will need throughout the week, so you can go to your local market, and all our ingredients and all our recipes use uh, all locally sourced ingredients, which will help you give back a little to your community and also help you understand what as us as Indians have been eating throughout generations. For example, things like asparagus, which were native to India, now have gone almost extinct, and we usually import these vegetables, which are quite costly. So, if you go to your local vegetable market, there are certain people who still sell our local asparagus, our local celery, black carrots, which are very nutritious and delicious to eat. I've also made a big database of recipes which are simple and tastier to eat, and very practical to make. Nowadays, people are so engulfed in daily activities and they have such a hectic schedule that finding that little space or gap to prepare a good meal for yourself is very hard to find. People nowadays want to eat something scrumptious and delicious, but they don't have the time to prepare it. So they just go on Zomato, order food, and then they crib about their health. So these recipes that we've made are very easy to make, simple, and usually get prepared in number of minutes. So you don't need a lot of ingredients, you don't need to do a lot of mise en place for that. You just need to give a little time and little love into your cooking and keep your health in check. Food is also a part of attraction. You can say that we are addicted to food. No matter where you go at a wedding, you go at a family get together, food is almost a centerpiece of that gathering. You always look forward to what are you going to have throughout the day. Sometimes people even plan what are they going to have throughout the day. For example, what will they have for breakfast, what will they have for lunch and dinner. We at Turia are giving you a diet plan which will help you gain that nutrition, but it won't be complacent, and it will also make you feel refreshing with different types of beverages that we provide. And let me tell you, everything that we give you at Turia is made from scratch. Almost 99.9% of the things are made at home and can be used by make food that raw material at home, and nothing is store bought. Even the teas that we usually go out and buy, the Lipton lemon tea or the Dip green tea, even those teas we are teaching you how to make those teas at home from scratch. When it comes to Ayurveda and food, people think that Ayurveda is a very hard thing to follow. It is something that you need to consult a doctor, which is actually true. But when it comes to the food part of Ayurveda, simple changes in your life, for example, not having the hot cup of tea when you wake up and having some lukewarm water before it, helps you not only have a great start to the day, but also helps you to start your day with a better note and a healthier note. Um, so, how do we actually amalgamate Ayurveda and food? Is by using the ingredients or few items that uh, Ayurvedic doctors prescribe you, where you incorporating those with food. For example, Triphala. We use Triphala to keep our digestive system at check. I've been using Triphala for many years in our food uh, industry, and we've been using them in different kinds of soup. We use them for fish. Triphala giving a sweet flavor, fish also being sweet in nature, they go well in hand. And we bring to you multiple recipes that use these exact same quotients. For example, Triphala, Arjuna Rishta, we have multiple other Nag Keshar, multiple other things that we've been using from Ayurveda point of view and combining it with culinary science to give you tasty dishes. When it comes to part of nutrition, our nutritionist give me a scale of calories and other micronutrients that I cannot cross. So according to every prakruti that the client has, we have to make a different recipe for him. For example, let's say butter chicken. Butter chicken normally is very heavy, has a lot of butter in it. But when it comes to different prakrutis, we have to cut down on the butter, we have to cut down on the cream, we have to cut down on the quantity of chicken. But we make sure that these recipes are made in such a way that the end product or the butter chicken will taste the same and will as the original one to each prakruti, and you will definitely enjoy it at every part of your meal. Food is a huge aspect in everyone's life, and when it comes to food, people usually think that it's going to be a hard thing when if you, let's say, if you're a teenager, you moved out to study. Food is one of the major concerns for every parent or every student in his life, that what am I going to do to eat? When you go someplace which is not familiar and does not have the same taste palate as you are, for example, if you're from North India, you come down to South India, there are a lot of spices that you don't usually have. For such people also, we have diet plans which will help you, make the most out of where you are living and give you a taste which will be closer to your home, and you will feel at home having this food. But the important part about this food is that it is so carefully catered to your person and so personalized to you that it will help you it will help you keep your Ayurveda, your wellness, your mental well-being, your physical well-being in check. As we live in India, we have a vast history of cooking with different kinds of utensils and using those different utensils to cook the right food in the right way. People outside of India, like in foreign countries, now are using yoga, Ayurveda into their day-to-day lives, but we are running far away from it. At Tura, we are not only helping you teach how to eat food and what is the right way to eat the food with, but we are also going to teach you and educate you on how and what to cook the food in. For example, we have been using cast iron pans, copper pans, aluminum pans for different methods of cooking, and different ingredients are cooked in it. And what happens when you cook different foods in it? that also will be educating you through our webinars. How it affects cooking is one of the major parts where Ayurveda comes in touch and touches base with our culinary science part of the Turia background. Uh, what happens when you cook food in silverware? What happens when you cook food in cast iron? What are the things that you cook in a cast iron pan? Is what we are going to teach you, and how are you going to cook it is what we are going to tell you and how to do it. When it comes to different food produce that we, as I talked earlier about having locally sourced produce, food produce in India is so vast and is so easily available to you. Almost if you go to a market every day, almost fresh vegetables come into the market every day. So if you are going to procure vegetables on daily basis, which is the best way to do it, but is not possible due to our practical lifestyle nowadays. But we suggest that you get your week's ingredients ahead and you cook with it and you replenish your food produce every week. And not only that, but we also urge you to go out and increase your database and increase your pantry inventory with different types of metals and cooking pans, be it copper, cast iron, aluminium, silverware, not in huge quantities but in smaller quantities, so that you can track your health and you can track what happens when you start using these vegetables and you start using those pots and pans to cook those vegetables in. To conclude the topic today, I would like to tell you that Turia is giving you an opportunity to learn and educate yourself about your roots, about Ayurveda, and along with it, it also helps you keep your health in check. It keeps all the diseases at bay. It helps you reduce whatever healthcare issue that you are going through, and eventually it will help you in a better lifestyle. It is not only for a certain demographic in India, but it is for everyone. Even small children can start using Turia and make their future bright with us by having good, tasty, and healthy food. Thank you.